And we're back, and this time I'm going to show you how to create this shadow line text effect in Adobe Photoshop. It's often used for quotes on Instagram. What you need first is a black background. Click on this default color swatches so that it's black in the foreground. Use the paint bucket tool, left click on your canvas. Now create the text with the text tool, and each line needs to be on a separate layer. So I'll just type in some text that fits the size of this canvas, and then I'm going to click elsewhere with the type tool to create the next line, and you can see they're all on different layers now. Next step is to size them properly. To select them all, I'll go to the top one, then to the lowest, and I'll hold Shift. When I left click on them, that way all the elements in between are selected. That way these two elements and all elements in between in the layer menu are selected. And now I size it up and down to check what fits. I guess 280 was a bit too big. Open your character menu, you will find that on the window. And I'll make it italic, and I give it this bold effect on top. But I might want to size that down a little bit, as 280 is too much. Press Ctrl R to blend in the rulers, and then we want to position a guide to the left hand side. But first let me size the text down a little bit. So I select all the layers once more. And I guess 260 is the better value, and I reposition this helping guideline. Make sure auto select is unchecked, and now go from layer to layer and position it to the left hand side so that it fits the guideline that we've created. Once you've done that, we need to check the vertical space, so the space in between each line. Hold Shift when you drag them upwards. That way they snap to the left position. And the final one, that looks good. Let me get rid of the guide, so I drag that to the left hand side and I press Ctrl R again to get rid of the rulers. Let's get to the second line, and then we'll add a new layer. Right click, create clipping mask, and now we'll use the gradient tool. Set them to your default, so reset, and we'll use the third one, which is black and white. It's okay, and then hold Shift when you drag it top to bottom. Let me do it again, Ctrl Z, and that's a good one. And now we need to copy that layer, but first let me reposition that, so I drag it downwards a little bit, and I hold Shift when I do that. Now hold Alt and drag the copy of this clipped layer on top of the next line, which is text honor, and right click, create clipping mask. Hold Shift when you drag that down, and you can see it's only on the third line now, and we repeat the process. So hold Alt to copy that layer for the next line, then right click, create clipping mask, and then drag it downwards with the move tool while holding Shift. Another one. And it looks fine. I like to put one of these layers on top as well. There is no natural shadow on top, so I don't use that much of an effect, but a little bit. I think that looks better, even though it doesn't really make that much sense in a logical way. You can now select it all with a shift click and then press Ctrl G to create a group, and then you can move it around on your canvas. And this is how you can recreate this line shadow text effect in Adobe Photoshop. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.